Look, we know how challenging this season is for communities across the Caribbean. We know that no one ever knows at the start of the season whether this is the one where the big hurricane comes, and therefore we understand the anxiety that governments across the Caribbean have to know that there's a UK Royal Navy asset in the region to support you should the worst happen. So this year the destroyer HMS Dauntless will be in the Caribbean. She's an incredibly capable ship on which embarked is a helicopter and a number of launches, a fantastic crew. And then she's the foundation of a contribution, because if it was to be a really big storm, then this is there's a scalable thing of assets back in the UK that can be flown forward very quickly, because we understand how important the role that the UK plays is in giving you the resilience should the worst happen. Dauntless is the foundation of a contribution. There are other assets, be that more helicopters, engineers, experts in disaster recovery, all of whom can be moved forward by the British government if that were to be required, because the situation was at the worst end of the spectrum. But look, let's hope that's not going to happen. Let's hope for a season that is free of major hurricanes, but Dauntless is here in the Caribbean no matter what, in order just to give people a bit of peace of mind. The commanding officer of the regiment introduced me to some of his teams, and I was able to see some of the medical capabilities they've got, some of the capabilities for delivering water and stores to hurricane-hit communities, and the temporary shelters that they're able to deliver, and the carpentry and other trades that they can deliver. So, given that the regiment is still so young, it's an incredible achievement by the islanders to generate a regiment with that much competence so quickly. The UK MOD is so proud to be supporting that regiment, and will continue to do so, but we shouldn't be taking the credit. What's incredible is that your government and your people have raised that regiment so quickly, and so soon into its life it already has such an incredible range of capabilities. The reason that a Royal Navy warship is so valued by governments across the Caribbean during the hurricane season is mainly to do with the ability to operate helicopters. That's a really, in those first 72 hours after a hurricane has hit, when roads are blocked and infrastructure is damaged, the ability to fly over the top of it all and get to those communities is what matters. Now, actually, what the Cayman Island police have generated here in their flight operations group is the capability to do that organically as the Cayman Islands, and you've got some incredibly experienced pilots flying with you. And then you can do more than that, because beyond hurricane season there is still all sorts of things to do, whether that be to support the police force in the policing of the community here and the tourists on island, whether that be contributing to counter-narcotics operations or countering illegal migration. It's enormously helpful to have something like that. And finally, what I'd also say about that is it's not just about, of course, what it does here in Cayman. The fact that the Royal Cayman Island Police Air Wing is able to go off elsewhere around the Caribbean and deliver resilience for them as well is just a really fantastic thing, something that Cayman should be really proud of. Well, look, it's tough. This is an island with a long coastline proportionate to the size of its population, and a lot of water for which the Cayman Islands is responsible, and in some really busy shipping lanes, and in some routes that might be used for the movement of drugs or weapons or whatever else. So look, they've got a hard task, but they are an amazingly professional body. Just from the short time I spent with them, that much was clear. They are very, very well equipped, very experienced, and therefore, again, I just think you forget sometimes that what I've seen this morning is a regiment, a police force and a coast guard that serves a country of 80 to 100,000 people. There are many much, much larger countries that would be in huge admiration of what you've got. It's an incredible set of capabilities. This is my first visit to Cayman. It is the most beautiful place. My only regret is that coming here for 24 hours is nigh on torture, because to catch a glimpse of these beautiful beaches, this incredible life that you have here, the warmth of your welcome, the amazing hospitality, and to then have to get back on a plane to England within 24 hours is just torture. It means that next time I'm coming for longer. I might even move here.